Welcome to summer 2021. I am your instructor this semester. My name is Dr. Jennifer Copeland. I will tell you a little bit about me. I earned a PhD from University of North Texas in 2009. I focused on developmental cardiovascular physiology. I have been teaching at TCC for a number of years, and I've been teaching A&P, both 1 and 2, as well as a number of other courses for many years. I am married. I've been married longer than some of you have been alive, and I have 4 dogs, all very, very small poodles. They range in size from 3.5 pounds to under 6 pounds. They're all under 6 pounds. Okay, let's start with the syllabus. We have my email. These office hours are going to change probably because I'm going to put in a welcome announcement that I'm going to post once this video is done, the times that we're going to be doing class. I will be holding a review for class twice a week. So twice a week we'll do a lecture review, and once a week we'll do a lab review. And I'll post the times in the welcome announcement and probably send an email as well. If you cannot attend these, it is no big deal. Attendance is not going to be taken. You are welcome to attend, not attend. I will post the videos for all the review sessions. So if you want to actually watch the video, but you're unable to make it at that time, then it's going to be available to you. Course description. So this is the second half of anatomy and physiology. We're going to study, we're going to start off by studying the endocrine system, and we're going to end with heredity. But between that, we're going to study the cardiovascular system, the digestive system, the lymphatic system, a number of other systems. If you would like, you can look up the course goals and the learning outcomes using this link. We have some required materials for this class, and it is Human Anatomy and Physiology 11th edition. This is a Pearson book. You will need to have at least a code for this class. The reason you're going to need a code is because you're going to need it to actually complete the homework. If you have purchased a code in the past, let's say you purchased a code last semester, that code should still work just fine, and there's not going to be a need to purchase anything else. If you've not purchased a code in the past, this is the ISBN for the code right here. It's available at the bookstore. If you would also like to have the loose leaf book in addition to the code, this is the ISBN right here. This third option is really expensive. I think it's almost like $300. So and it's not available in the bookstore. If it's something that you are interested in, let me know and I'll help you find it. Class requirements and attendance. Let's move on down. Whoops, move too far. Okay, so if you want to be successful in this class, you're going to need to log on to Blackboard regularly. And you're going to need to keep up with the class. This is going to move at a very fast pace. You know, normally this class is a 16-week class, and we're shortening it into 10 weeks. And honestly, it's a really difficult class even at 16 weeks. So 10 weeks is even more, it can be challenging, okay? So make sure that you're keeping up with your work. I'm going to take attendance on Saturday every week. In order to be counted as present, you need to complete an assignment, an exam, a quiz, or a wiki. Or attend one of the sessions, one of the live sessions. I'll count you present. Lab and lecture attendance is going to be done separately, which means that in order to be counted present in lab, you're going to need to complete a lab quiz. In order to be counted in lecture, present in lecture, you're going to need to complete an exam, a wiki, or an assignment. If you miss more than 15% of the class meetings and do not complete the assigned work, you may be dropped from the course. Do not expect that I'm going to drop you. I typically don't drop people from the course unless they just never complete anything. And at that point, I may drop the person from the course. It's your responsibility if you no longer want to be in the course to drop the course. You need to be enrolled in both lecture and lab on the same campus. If you drop one, you're going to drop them both, which means that if you're doing poorly in lab, but you're doing great in lecture, you cannot just drop lab. You will have to drop both. If you do drop or you have excessive absences, you may lose financial aid or you may be required to actually pay some of that back. There are some hardware and software requirements for this course. This is an online course. You're going to need a computer or a laptop, as well as a stable internet connection. You're going to also need, for exams and quizzes, you're going to need a webcam and a microphone. On your computer, you need to have a PDF viewer, PowerPoint, Java, and Microsoft Word or equivalent. And then on top of all that, you're going to have to use Chrome as your browser, and that's just because of the fact that when you take an exam, you're going to have to use something called Proctorio, which I'll talk about here in a minute. And Proctorio only works with Chrome. Excuse my phone. Homework. Homework is going to be due on Saturday at 11:59 p.m. You may have multiple chapters of homework due. Make sure that you do all the homework, and please start working on the homework as soon as possible. There's going to be, and this is just because, like right now it's just really rainy, and so you may lose power, and it's just really best to have this homework taken care of as soon as possible. I will drop the lowest homework grade for the entire chapter, and there are no makeup assignments. We will be doing something called group wikis, and there are going to be 5 of them during the semester. And you're going to be assigned to a different group for each wiki, and you're going to need to communicate with your group members. There are going to be 5 questions, and you'll be in a group of either 4 or 5 students, and you need to work together to complete all 5 questions. Okay? It's really important that you complete all 5 questions. Now, if you come across your group wiki, and let's say that you waited until Saturday to do the group wiki, and some of your other group members got a little nervous and they went ahead and finished all 5 questions, you may wonder what you need to do at that point. And what you need to do is find one of the questions and answer it in your own words underneath the other person's answer. If you fail to answer any of the question or one of the questions for the group wiki, then you're going to get a 0 for that particular group wiki. I'm going to grade the entire assignment as one assignment, and so everybody should get the same grade again, unless somebody doesn't complete the group wiki, and then that individual will earn a 0. At the end of the semester, we are going to do a presentation, or you're going to do a presentation. And this is going to be on a disorder that's going to relate to a topic that's covered in class. The presentation is going to be needs to be 10 to 15 minutes long. You're going to submit it through Blackboard, or you can present it live for extra credit. Up to you. In addition to the presentation, you'll create a pamphlet, like an informational pamphlet like you would get at the doctor's office. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in the semester. And since it's summer, probably about week 2 or 3, I'll get into it with you guys. We have exams. They're going to open, they open at 1 and they close at 11:59 p.m. Again, you're going to need to use Google Chrome. You're going to have Proctorio installed, and that's unfortunate. You'll have to have a webcam, and you'll need to stay in view of the webcam for the duration of the exam. You cannot use notes, your phone, or any other resources while taking an exam, and make sure you're alone in the room whenever you're taking the exam. Extra credit may be offered occasionally throughout the semester, and I'm not going to give extra credit to an individual student, which just basically means that if it's the end of the semester and you have an 88 and you really want an A, I'm not going to give you an extra credit assignment to bump you up to an A. Not you by yourself. I may give the whole class an assignment, Email is the best way to contact me during the semester. Whenever you email me, please do the following. Include your name, day and time of your class, your section number, and then allow 2 business days for a response. Now, usually I'm going to respond within a few hours. If you email me over the weekend, again, it is summer, I may not respond if you email me over the weekend. Typically, though, I will respond that day. This is the grades, how the grades are going to be calculated. We have 13 chapter homeworks, which are going to account for 100 points. The group wikis, 5 of them at 5 points each. The presentation, 75 points, and then each exam is worth 100 points. The way that I do exams is there are 5 total exams. So 4 normal and a final exam. I drop the lowest, which means that if you do well in the first 4 exams, you do not have to take the final exam. That is not mandatory. Now, if you choose not to take the final exam, you will earn a 0, but that 0 will be dropped. Lecture is going to be worth 70% of your grade. Lab is going to be worth 30% of your grade. The grading scale is just your typical grading scale, but I do round up. Student accessibility resources. If you have a disability and require additional time or whatever, please let me know. I need to have some information from the Student Accessibility Resource Office before I make the accommodation for you. Scholastic dishonesty is something that I do not like. If I do find that you have cheated or done something else, then in addition to earning a 0 on that assignment, you will be basically I will file a report about either the cheating or plagiarism or whatever the issue is. And this is our schedule. Green is homework. This purple color are going to be your group wikis, and the blue are exams. You can see this is going to move at a very rapid pace. For the most part, we are going to be going over 2 chapters a week. If we only go over 1 chapter that week, then you're going to have an exam that week. Again, very fast paced, lots and lots of stuff to do. Your first homework assignments are due on June 5th. That's Saturday. That's going to be actually this Saturday. So your first homework assignments are due in a couple of days. I will now go to, there we go. Okay, so this right here is going to be your setup. Yours may look a little bit different from mine. Announcements are on top. Then we have our syllabus. I will probably post this video. I'll put an announcement will be posted under syllabus. All your lecture material can be found here. We go by units. You will just click on the unit, click on the chapter, and then you can see everything that pulls up. I'll give you a to-do list. You can access your e-text here, your assignments here, and then we have videos going down on different topics. The PowerPoint by itself, if you do not want to watch the videos, is right here. And then here's an exam review. And the exam review can be filled out and used to study for the exam. Other folders we have under lecture include the folder for lecture exams. I mentioned Proctorio. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to click on Secure Exam Proctor before you start the exam and install that plugin on the Chrome browser, and then you'll be ready to go. If you have an issue during the exam with Proctorio, you need to call, or not call, but you need to contact Proctorio support and do a chat with them. I have done a chat with them in the past. They're very, very helpful. We also have PowerPoints from the live lecture reviews, and then extra credit. There will be extra credit offered this semester, and you'll submit it here. And then finally, we have the disorder project that's going to be due on Monday, July 26th. Okay. The way, and you may be wondering how to access your homework. What you need to do to access your homework and to get basically enrolled in this class through Pearson is just click on this Pearson eText. It should prompt you to log in, and once you log in, you're going to be set. That's all you have to do. If it's excuse me, if it's asking you for a course ID, then that's not right. All you need to do is click on that Pearson eText, and you will go right to the class. Everything is all set up. For lab, we have our lab schedule and syllabus, which is right here. I'm already losing my voice. This happens at the beginning of the semester. I'm not used to talking so much. We have our lab schedule. You can see the first stuff is going to be due next week. We have quiz 1 and quiz 2 due next week. And then we have another book that's going to be required for lab, and that's this Anatomy and Physiology Student Guide and Atlas by Gargan, Hamilton, and Lindsay. You're also going to need visible body courseware, but I'm going to provide you with the code if you don't already have access. So that is not something you need to purchase. I'm not going to go over the lab syllabus in this video. I will go over the lab syllabus the first time we meet for lab, the rest of lab syllabus. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you guys and gals? All right, so labs are going to be found here. This is the first lab. It's on the endocrine system. It's already posted. You can see we have videos, photos, screencast. You need to watch everything, look at the photos, study this material. Dr. O'Connell is the one that does the lab material. His videos are great. He's funny. He's got a great sense of humor. They're not boring, okay? You may wonder how to access wikis. I'll go back to lecture and go to Unit 1. Your first group wiki is here. And all you're going to do is click on this, and you'll go right to your group wiki. And when you get to the group wiki, what you're going to do, now pay no attention to this part. This is something that you don't have access to, but I do. This is what I want to show you. Okay, so what you're going to do is whenever you get to the group wiki, you're going to click on Edit Wiki Content. And whenever you click on Edit Wiki Content, it's going to pop up a screen that looks like this. All you do is enter and then type your response. Please use a different color from other people in your group so I can have an easy visual representation of who did what. I can't think of anything else. Anything else that I come up with, I will post in an announcement. If you have any questions about anything, please contact me. My job is here to help you and to kind of guide you through this class. And so let me know if you need anything. And I think that's all. So I hope everybody has a great day.